Namaste. Birthday is a very special day. Today, on my birthday, I will be talking on a very auspicious conjunction, Jupiter-Mars conjunction, Guru-Mangal conjunction. Birthday is a very special day because it is a day when you got the opportunity to come in this human form and to do what needs to be done. Always remember, that man or that woman is not fortunate who gets all that he or she wishes for. Instead, that person is fortunate who does what needs to be done. And that is exactly what Neem Karoli Baba says. That person is lucky, fortunate, who simply comes and does what needs to be done. It is said that this planet need more artists, more poets, more people who follow their heart. And that is so true. Guru Mangal conjunction is basically a conjunction that is so beautiful. It is full of positivity, and basically it is a motivational conjunction. People having this conjunction not only motivate others, but they also keep motivating themselves. Because in this human world, there are so many negative people who are constantly trying to pull you down, who are constantly trying to ridicule you. Even on this forum, you all must have experienced. But there are many positive, good souls who continue to progress by remaining positive. They remain positive. This positivism, this optimism, this fighting spirit is what Guru Mangal, Jupiter-Mars conjunction signify. Always remember, one should never find the purpose of life because life itself drives you. So there is no need to find a purpose. You are born because there is a purpose. You are not born just by accident. There is some purpose that the universe want to manifest, want to meet that purpose through you. So there is no need to find a purpose. You are already in the game. You are already in the story. You are already flowing with the river. And that is why I say that be like a river. The river is not bothered about the destination. The river just continues to flow. Just be like a river. Keep flowing. And the destination will arrive. So in this podcast, I have talked about this auspicious conjunction, Jupiter-Mars conjunction. So let's begin. Today, on my birthday, I would love to talk on the subject of Jupiter Mars conjunction, a beautiful, auspicious conjunction. It is one of the most beautiful conjunction. It is like a Brahmin and a Kshatriya coming together. In other words, it is like wisdom and fighting spirit coming together. And that reminds me of Lord Parshuram. Lord Parshuram was born to a mother who was a Kshatriya and a father who was a Brahmin. Lord Parshuram is the best example of what can happen when a great Brahmin and a great Kshatriya come together. Brahmin means the purest sattvic, enlightened stage, and Kshatriya means the brave warrior. Guru or Jupiter signify a Brahmin, whereas Mars signify a warrior. It is a beautiful conjunction. However, Jupiter should have an upper hand over Mars if this conjunction has to fructify in the most positive way possible. Whenever there is a close conjunction of Mars and Jupiter in the center house, such as 1st, 4th, 7th or 10th house, then the person is full of positive energy. It is indeed a pleasure to connect with such a beautiful, energetic, positive, faithful souls. Before they speak, you can feel abundance of positivity and good energy flowing through them. Their aura is full of hope, optimism and love. Did I say love? Oh yes, when it comes to love, they are very much upfront in expressing their love. When they fall in love, they don't hesitate a bit to express their heart out. They will simply propose you in a running bus or in a running train or in a flying airplane by saying those three magical words, I love you. I am particularly fond of people who have this conjunction. They are playful by nature and also honest and transparent in their transactions. When such a conjunction falls in an evolved soul's chart, then such a person does extremely well in his material as well as in his spiritual life. Whenever I see Jupiter Mars Guru Mangal conjunction, I am reminded of Lord Parshuram. Lord Parshuram was the avatar of Lord Vishnu. His mother, Princess Renuka, was a Kshatriya and his father, sage Jamadagni, was a Brahmin. Both were great souls having great powers. It is said that sage Jamadagni had a holy calf gifted to him by Lord Indra. However, King Kartavirya wanted this holy calf, and so he stole the holy calf from sage Jamadagni's monastery. Enraged by this act, Parshuram killed King Kartavirya and rescued his father's holy calf. However, the story doesn't end here. Later on, to take revenge, King Kartavirya's son killed Parshuram's father, sage Jamadagni. And that was the turning point in Parshuram's life, because then to avenge his father's death, Parshuram took oath of killing all the Kshatriyas of those times. And so then Lord Parshuram killed thousands of kings of those times. He killed many Kshatriyas. Probably he was the only Brahmin who became a witness to the many misdoings of Kshatriyas, and then to liberate the society from the corrupt Kshatriyas, from the corrupt kings, from the corrupt rulers, he had to take a weapon in his hand. And he had to do this, he had to do it, he had to do what needs to be done for the larger interest of the society. Lord Parshuram played a very important role during the times of Ramayana and Mahabharata. He was the guru of Bhishma. He also taught Karna, and he was also the guru of Dronacharya. Lord Parshuram is Chiranjeev, meaning he is never going to die. He is immortal, and he remains on this planet guiding those who seek his love, his blessings. And it is said that at the end of Kali Yuga, he will appear in the form of Kalki, who will again destroy all those oppressive rulers whose corruption and greed would make this beautiful planet a hell. And so Kalki will appear and kill such corrupt rulers and will liberate the inhabitants of this planet from the overwhelming evil that will prevail on this planet in future. So basically, Lord Parshuram is one of the highest example of Guru Mangal conjunction. The power, the energy, the courage, the righteousness, the willingness to fight for restoring dharma, all of these qualities and the supreme knowledge of the Vedas, the holy scriptures, the mantras, everything you see coming through this conjunction. However, the soul must be evolved, else this beautiful conjunction will be wasted. Remember, Lord Parshuram was a Brahmin by birth. A Brahmin is supposed to be non-violent, but when he saw the oppressive, corrupt rulers of his times, he made a vow to himself that he will destroy all these rulers, Kshatriyas, and liberate the poor innocent people from the clutches of these corrupt rulers. And he did it for 21 times, meaning he killed 21 times all the rulers of those times. Nobody could defeat Lord Parshuram. He is the greatest warrior. He is the greatest fire, the greatest power of Mars, the greatest ideal of righteousness and justice that the world had ever known. I humbly prostrate before Lord Parshuram, the avatar of Lord Vishnu. And when I talk about any conjunction, I like to present the highest outcome that a conjunction can provide. And I think there is nobody else than Lord Parshuram who reflect the highest outcome of Guru Mangal, Jupiter-Mars conjunction. On the spiritual level, Guru signifies the energy of Lord Vishnu, and Mars signify the energy of Lord Ganesha. And so it is a beautiful fusion of Vishnu and Ganesh energy, leading to a very prosperous and peaceful life. And so this conjunction also brings a great deal of prosperity and a wealth of wisdom in your life. I personally always consider this conjunction as a Lakshmi Dayak, meaning a person with this conjunction will be blessed with prosperity at some stage of life, provided he or she is not a cheap, abusive person and his or her horoscope has a certain higher quality to it. Men with this conjunction are like a wise warrior. And when it comes to woman, then I would say that a woman having this conjunction is simply a blessing to her family. Of course, her overall chart should be of good quality. In fact, I like women having this conjunction because generally I have found that they are not narrow-minded and usually are a free spirit who loves to express themselves openly, and they are not secretive like those gloomy introvert scorpions. Mars-Jupiter conjunction does extremely well when you are born on Aries, Leo, Sagittarius ascendant, or when you are born on Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn or Pisces ascendant. This beautiful conjunction blossoms when it happens in the sign of Aries, Scorpio, Sagittarius or Pisces. However, when this conjunction happens in Cancer or Capricorn, then also it is good, because even though Mars is debilitated in Cancer, Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. And so Jupiter nullifies the weakness of Mars. And when this conjunction happens in Capricorn, then also it is good, because even though Jupiter is debilitated in Capricorn, Mars is exalted in Capricorn. So in both scenarios, both planets help each other to nullify the dosha of debilitation. In astrology language, such a thing is called Nicha Bhanga Yoga. Nicha Bhanga Yoga happens when in a conjunction one planet is exalted and the other is debilitated. In simple words, one planet is a lost person while the other planet is the divine master. So when you are with the master, then you know that even though you are lost, you will find the way, because you are with the master. Always remember, when you surrender to the master, you have nothing else to do. You just do what needs to be done. And then whether it is meditation, whether it is chanting, everything happens in its own accord. Because you meditate, you chant, but you do this not as a doer. You do this with the supreme understanding that it is the compassionate master who is doing it, and you are merely an instrument, a medium. That is exactly what the Bhagavan says. Bhagavan Raman Maharshi says, do but don't be the doer. And this is possible only when you surrender yourself. The only word that can help you progress in life, materially and spiritually, is the word surrender. Samarpana reminds me of a beautiful story. It is my birthday, and you all know I love to share beautiful stories. And then it doesn't matter whether I am sharing a story shared by Jesus, Mahavira, Buddha, Osho, or anybody else. As long as the story is beautiful, it must be shared. Then it doesn't matter who is sharing it and how many times one is sharing it. And so the story is beautiful. Once it happened, a king came to Gautam Buddha. He was a devotee, a great devotee, and he had come for the first time for his darshan, for his audience. In one of his hand, in his left hand, he had one beautiful golden ornament, priceless, with many jewels in it. It was the most precious that he had, a rare piece of art. He had come to present it to Gautam Buddha. Just to show his devotion, he came near. In his left hand was that priceless jeweled ornament. He was going to present it when Buddha said, "Drop it." He was disturbed. He never expected this. He was shocked, but because Buddha was saying, "Drop it," he dropped it. In his other hand, in his right hand, he had brought a beautiful rose. He thought that Buddha might not like stones. He might just think that this was a childish thing that he had brought. But it was good to have an alternative. So he brought a beautiful rose. A rose is not so gross, not so material. It has a spirituality. Something of the unknown is there. And Buddha might like it because he says life is flux and the flower is in the morning and in the evening it is no more. It is the most flux-like thing in the world. So he put his other hand in front of Buddha and he wanted to present the flower. When Buddha again said, "Drop it," then he felt very disturbed. Now he had nothing to present, but when Buddha again said to drop it, he dropped it. Then suddenly he became aware of the I. He thought, why am I presenting things when I can present myself? When he became aware, with both his hands empty, he presented himself. But Buddha again said, "Drop it." Now he had nothing to drop, just empty hands, and Buddha said, "Drop it." Mahakasyap, Sariputta, Ananda, and his other disciples were there, and they started laughing. The man became aware that even to say that I present myself to you is egoistic. Even to say, now I am here and I surrender to you is not surrender. You don't have to say that I surrender, because then the I remains. Surrender happens naturally when you focus on your chanting. It is through the divine path of chanting that one day you naturally surrender. It is just the way water merges with water, and then you cannot differentiate who is who. Similarly, a disciple merges with the master, and then you cannot differentiate who is who. How beautiful is this! How to express this oneness? The disciple becoming one with the master. As I share this beautiful feeling of oneness, I am short of words. I think I must stop for now, because my eyes have become wet in the fond memory of my Guru. So many people tried to kill me, tried to finish me, but by the grace of my Guru, I am alive, and not just alive, but also smiling, caring, and sharing with you all the words of His wisdom, the eternal love that He is filled with. Today, on my birthday, as I remember my Guru, I want to help all those going through difficulties realize that if you continue to walk on the path of faith, if you remain prayerful, and if you remain truthful to yourself, then you too can overcome the many difficult phases of your life. And I am one of the many million living example. I lost my mother when I was 4, and I lost my father when I was 14. And in this journey of my life, there were many wolves who wanted to kill me, who wanted to finish me. And still there are many out there who are waiting to see me dead. But I am still breathing. Ain't this in itself a great miracle? And so miracles happen, my fellows. Miracles happen. You just have to focus on your goal. You just have to live your life by surrendering yourself to your master. And then life becomes a garden of bliss. Negative, jealous people always exist. Their focus is on destroying you. But your focus must be on your self-growth. Remember, what you focus on is what grows. Love to all my close followers. One more year of sharing and caring has passed. This is how life continues to flow like a river. All you have to do is to dive in this flowing water and just keep flowing without worrying about the destination, without thinking about when and where will you reach. Jai Sri Ganesha, Jai Guru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.